Ride on until the memories start to fade, until the twists and turns on this back road put the smile back on my face. I'm gonna ride on.
Hi, I'm Blaine Zimmerman, and you're watching Canadian Beats.
Hi everyone, Linda Heldman here for Canadian Beats. We are in Bowmanville, Ontario, and this is Blaine Zimmerman. Welcome, Blaine.
Thank you.
Now we met, it's hard to believe, but it was 2 weekends ago in London as part of the CMA Ontario Conference and Awards. Mm-hmm. And you were there for the whole conference and awards and softball game and that stuff?
I missed the softball game.
Ah, okay. How did you like the panels and the conference part of the event?
I really enjoyed it. I was taking a lot of notes. There's a lot of things that I need to improve on. A new artist, so it's to be expected, but it was really informative. Got to meet a lot of people that I kind of knew third hand, and that was good. It's
nice when you have people that you chat with on Facebook and Twitter and various social media to actually put that, you see their faces, but to meet them and put more of a face to the name when you're talking to them. Yeah, it's cool. Anything, and you were at the awards?
Yes.
How did you find that?
I enjoyed it. It was a good show, and I'd never been to an award show before, so I really enjoyed it. Just kind of.
Cool. You found it a good networking opportunity?
I think so.
Good. Now, you're a singer-songwriter, and how long have you been doing this?
I've been trying to do it as a career for seriously for about 1 year, but I started playing guitar when I was 9 years old, and I started songwriting when I was 15, and that's 1990 and 1996 respectively.
Okay. Awesome. So you've recently released a new CD. This is your debut CD.
This is my debut CD.
And it's called
Worth Fighting For.
Tell me a bit about putting this together. Did you write all the songs on the album?
I did write all of the songs, and we got into recording it. I was working at Chalet Studios with the Rad Collective, which is Dave Chester, Dale Russell, Rob Laidlaw, and Aubrey Dale, and we got in there, and one of my 5 songs I really decided I didn't like and didn't want to put on the record, and so I wasn't really sure what to do about it, and then I brought out a few more options, and one of them was Ride On, and when my producer Dale heard it, he said that, that's a really great song, but I want to introduce you to Cadence Grace. So the 3 of us all sat down and really worked on that song and made it something really, really special. Just tweaking things. Like Cadence was giving me feedback on as a listener what she would want from the story, and I found that really helpful. And then once we were done that, we spent about 10 minutes writing If It Ain't You together. So,
wow, yeah. Awesome. Well, we love Cadence. She's a third of Runaway Angel.
Yeah.
And I've known her for so many years, even before Runaway Angel existed, when she was a solo artist. And you mentioned Rob Laidlaw, who co-writes and accompanies Barbara Lynn Dorn, who, again, another fantastic artist. The other names weren't as familiar to me, but definitely when you were talking, those 2 definitely popped out. So, Ride On is a really personal song for you. Do you mind talking about it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Well, where it came from was probably 10 years or so ago. I was seeing a girl I was working with at the restaurant, and her name was Danielle, and just a really, really nice person, really positive, really happy, and so whole relationship thing didn't work out, but we were pretty good friends, and she's always helping me with things, advice, pushing me to do music. I was kind of wanted to do it, but wasn't trying too hard, and So because of her, I made a whole bunch of changes in my life, and I ended up going back to school and getting a degree, and ended up buying my own house and doing all kinds of things. And she was just part of my circle of friends. And in 2010, she had brain cancer and kind of lost her fight in September of that year. And when I heard about that, I was busy with school and everything like that, and we kind of drifted apart a little bit. And so I didn't even go to the funeral. And a few years later, I was finishing up school, and I remember going for a motorcycle ride, because that's what I do to go through everything, and thinking, I'm almost done school now. Maybe I should call Danny up, have a beer, see what's going on. And I just it took a while for it to hit me that you can't do that anymore. So I started something and kind of left it on my computer, and didn't really know what to do with it. Every now and again I'd open it up again, and well, I don't know, that's a little bit, I don't know. And so it was something I couldn't play publicly until about January of this year. And when people started hearing it, they told me that it was a really powerful song, and I needed to do that. And when I took it into my vocal coach, Dimitri, he's like, that has to be on your record. So I took it to Dale, and then he brought me to Cadence, and we recorded it.
Wow. You performed it for us, for us, and just before we started talking, and it will follow this interview. And I had to have a couple of minutes to compose myself because, well, I told you I'm emotional, totally emotional at the best of times, and yeah, I was wiping tears away. It's really very, very moving. It's a wonderful song. So please watch to the end and see Blaine's version of it, because it's really it's wonderful. That whole experience, I mean, I can hear the emotion, and in the one line in the song says, "You haven't even been to her grave." So there must be a lot of that whole reality. It would just make it that much more real. It's hard because I know with my parents, they're both gone. And, okay, try and talk and not get emotional. But there are times where something will happen. I want to go pick up the phone and call my mom, and she's not there to talk to. So, but yeah. So where can people get this?
It's available digitally on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. I think most of the streaming services. I got it done through Indie Pool in Toronto, and they gave me a digital package. I'm trying to release to radio in the next couple of months, and I've got a video coming up.
Great. So. And you have social, like a website and all, Facebook, Instagram.
I tried to coordinate everything. Everything's my name, so my website's blainezimmerman.ca. My Facebook is Blaine Zimmerman Music, and I need to get on some of the other platforms.
It's okay. It'll come. Come. Are you performing any shows over the summer?
Doing my best to get out there as much as possible. The open mics. I've had a few gigs at my mom's church and stuff like that, and I'm doing a feature at the Down Omer in Oshawa with Courtney Bowles next week. So the 21st, Thursday, and yeah, I'm just playing it by ear. I did a short video for Ride On a couple days ago, and I put it in the Boots and Hearts Emerging Star showcase. So good luck with that. I've seen a few of the videos that certain artists are submitting, so it's a tough stage to get on. And when you get there, the competition is really tight, but I think it's a great stepping stone for everybody who gets picked for that. I look at the Rec Laws. They were the winners the very first year they had that. And of course, James Barker Band, just the two that stand out, just as we're talking about that. So, alrighty. Where do you see yourself in 5 years as an artist? Where would you like to see yourself? Where would I like to see myself? Well, I would like to be making a living at this. Out there working, doing songwriting, playing for other people maybe as a guitar player, because that was my number one dream, was to be a guitar player. and so just kind of follow where it goes, and you know, but be doing this and not, you know, screwing around with 2 jobs and, you know, trying to like fit in a bit of guitar here and there.
That's got to be the hardest part, when you still have a day job, because you've got to be able to pay the bills, but you want to work on your music.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, I know a lot of artists when they've had that day job and that feeling of freedom, when they can say, yes, there are aspects of my day job I'll miss. In some cases, they were saying that. and just to be able to immerse yourself fully the way you would like to. Any plans of heading south to Nashville for songwrites?
At some point in the future. I don't have any definite dates, but a lot of my friends that I've mentioned have already done that. So I've heard a lot about Nashville, and I want to go see it. You know, it's a completely different method down there.
It is.
And,
it is.
Like I get an idea and I start it, and I kind of leave it lying around for a while. I kind of, you know, noodle scales and stuff like that, and, you know, leave it. 4 months later, I pick up a different guitar. I'm like, oh well, let's try that one again. And, you know, but down there, it's like, let's get it done. I want to go for lunch. So
It's the business of songwriting. Well, we got 2 hours. Let's how we can push out like 2 songs.
Yeah. So.
Or they'll start one and then they'll hit a wall. So they'll start another one, and then all of a sudden something will come up and they'll go back to the first one, and they end up writing a hit. It's an amazing process down there. I know so many songwriters down there, and yeah, it's their thing. They have songwriting rooms, and it's incredible, just incredible. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay. Alrighty. So the CD is worth fighting for, and we'll post your socials. And please order it, listen to it, and if you love it, buy it. Support our artists. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Blaine. Appreciate your interview so much, and wish you the best success with that. And
you.
I'm Linda Helbin for Canadian Beats.
Hi, I'm Blaine Zimmerman, and first song I'm going to do for you is called Ride On. And he takes away, at least that's what we're told. I blame myself when you left us at just 25 years old. You were always there for me, and it had been so long. My heart never could believe that you could be gone. I've wasted more of my life than all the time you had down here on this earth with us before we called you back. So I'll ride on until the memories start to fade, until the twists and turns on this back road put the smile back on my face. I'm gonna ride on down this lonely old highway, picture your smile until we meet again. I'll ride on, ride on, ride on. No, I'm not looking for redemption. Lord knows I've tried to change. No, I've never stood beside your stone. It's still something I can't face. Still haven't got a single clue what you ever saw in me, but you love me for my failings and help me to believe. I'm not good with my feelings, I leave them all behind, but I still got your seat saved for every single ride, and we'll ride on
until the memories start to fade, till the twists and turns on this back road put the smile back on my face. I'm gonna ride on down this lonely old highway and picture your smile until we meet again. When I've had enough of thinking about the things that I can't change, need to hear that engine screaming down this lonely old highway. So I'll ride on until the memories start to fade, till the twists and turns on this back road put the smile back on my face. I'm gonna ride on down this lonely old highway and picture your smile until we meet again.